Welcome everyone to the October meeting of the Wildfire Safety Advocates here in Waikoloa Village. Just as a reminder, we are streaming on Zoom and we are recording, so we're posting this on YouTube later. We've got wonderful guests this month. We're very thrilled. Our acting director for Department of Public Works for the County of Hawaii, Neil Azevedo, is here with us. We're very excited. So if we have any questions about roads and everything, he's got a few updates for us for sure to start with, and then we'll ask you some questions. We're gonna talk about stuff. So take it away, Neil. Let's go.
Right now, we got 3 roads to finish up in Waikoloa Village. One is Franklin, the other one is
Kuamelia? Is that what
this one right
here?
golf course road.
Yeah.
Golf course road,
And
yeah.
the other one right down the road, Makai side of the golf course, and one more in from north of Waikoloa Road. The paving's all done already. The whole subdivision. The next will end up going to the south side, and that will do it probably in about 2 years after the project's all done. But for this coming Monday, I think there's a little bit of excitement. The DPW will start trenching for the electrical lines for the new but temporary traffic signals coming up too.
Yay.
Hopefully take hopefully get
Yeah.
a nice turkey for Thanksgiving or a present for Christmas. That's what we're looking at. So hopefully we can push it that fast. But when it comes down to Waikoloa side, we've driven through Waikoloa, Paniolo intersection, and I just can't wait any longer. So I just pushing this issue about this. We need something there. While the roundabout's still going through the process right now, they say it's 90% done the plans, but not sure when the next 10% will be done. So I can't wait any longer. I think people waited long enough for some kind of action at the intersection. So this Mayor Alameda and his administration, let's go get it done. So everything's good. Monday, get a little action there. So please drive safe. Watch for all roughness on the road.
Is there gonna be any kind of alternate traffic patterns while they're?
Yes, there'll be absolutely security guards there directing traffic, and where we can get HPD, HPD will be there too. So actually, I'm not sure with the game plan on how they're gonna attack it yet. For the first day, I know they're gonna mobilize all equipment, get that ready, and start salt cutting. I think they're gonna end up salt cutting all what they need to trench. Then from there, once they finish the salt cutting, they'll start trenching and getting ready. So once they trench it, we'll get metal plates on the road, so please try to stay around that. But once they finish putting the conduits all in, then they turn around and start backfilling with some concrete and some CLSM. Concrete jacket and CLSM. Then from there, whenever the roundabout starts, the elevation of the pipes won't be a factor. So we can just leave that all on the ground and continue on top.
And what's the missing piece for the roundabout?
Sorry, what's that?
What's the missing piece for the roundabout? The last 10%.
The last 10%, there's about land acquisition, getting the land and some other things. I'm not really sure on everything.
Okay, so it's purchased right away.
It's the land. I'm not sure where they're at right now and some issues, and then I'm not sure if the final plans are finished yet. But I can't wait any longer. I want something done, just because that is.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
On Hulu, question.
Okay.
So there's the new pull off, at least or pull in is what the sign says on it. Is there just one? How many are there? I haven't walked the whole distance.
I think there's either 3 or 4. I told them every half mile I think do one. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to get I had to double check with our traffic division if they put the mile posts too.
Yeah, I didn't see the milepost yet, but I didn't go the whole distance. I saw the first one. I was like, okay, great, it's there, but more after
Yes,
the
there was supposed to be 3 or 4, and the mile post every half mile supposed to get a mile post. Just so everybody know how long it's. Everybody will check how long it is, and everybody forget about it, at least in the now, we'll see the word about it, And the pullouts, it's pretty quick to do, I think they did it in like 2 days. Finish that, and here's look at it and see what else you need. Then we can add on, maintain, my main concern is you guys can get out as quick as possible.
I have heard people requesting or talking about if you ever have to evacuate at night, it's really dark. If there was any way to get like reflective, I don't know, something to, yeah. Something like that.
I know they have a bunch of blue reflectors. Every so long, let's say, but it's hard for cut grass with that much reflecting. But I can look at putting something on the ground. Actually on the hills, can put on the hills going down. And the hills are the most important, I think. So
Well, it's the curves.
the curves still.
There's 2 90-degree curves,
Okay,
and in the dark, especially if there's smoke in the air,
yes,
you're not gonna see those curves.
okay.
And that's where somebody could drive off the road and block everybody behind them.
Got it. And it's good because when in 2018, the lava flow, when the USGS gave us the right of way to connect Waikiki to 137 to Waikiki, that 1 mile road. And we did that, and then they said, how you gonna mark it? So we did it with the hammer, found the potholes in the road, and we put the flexible reflectors about 2 feet high.
Yeah.
And when it rains, from the steam comes out and you can't see. So really the reflectors will help us stay in line, still in line. So I'm gonna do that. I'll get them to put the reflectables on.
Yeah, especially on the curves.
Yes, got it. Awesome. Oh, see my nose down too. Thank you.
And can you tell us what's going on with the county streets out by Kamakoa housing development?
No side.
The north end.
Yeah, all the way down to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if all got turned over yet to the county. We gotta double check what got turned over yet.
I thought all that land was county land to start with.
Between the wastewater treatment plant and Kamakoa, it is, but they issued a $17 million RFP for the Malga half of the Kamakoa workforce project, the roads and the piping infrastructure on that got issued last July, I think, more earlier than that, I can't remember, in the spring maybe. But that's only half of it. That's not the whole Kamakoa roads. And it's definitely something that we'll need to be talking about.
Yeah, but when will those streets be done? That's the first step. So
What's wrong? What's going on with this street?
those streets are for the housing development,
Okay,
but they are also the part of the connecting road that will take us down to Queen Gary.
okay, oh, that,
So,
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly, and it was,
so we want to make sure this.
okay, now I know where it's at, yes, so. Still, I guess the company, whatever the person doing that subdivision, they need to finish some stuff they need. They didn't finish, I think some paperwork, waiting for some paperwork to get done. This one?
we're talking about, well, yes, we'll get to the bottom half, the developer state portion of it. We'll get there in a minute.
Yeah, but the part down to the wastewater treatment plant is on county land.
Yes.
So that's why we're concerned about you're proceeding to get that.
But the treatment back, talking about.
Yeah, well, the street drawings that we've seen don't get you to the wastewater treatment plant, but the county land does go. But the first part of it, from Paniolo down to the end of the housing development, are the streets that need to get finished.
Zoom out a little bit, see. Okay, so up here's the wastewater treatment plant, there's the state part, the road stops right there, there's the gate right there, and there's dirt right here out to here, okay? And this is going to be the amount of half of the second road that we all care about so much. The bottom half is gonna go from here straight down. That's the whole state developer thing we'll talk about later. This all is gonna be county. 100% of that's gonna be county, and this is gonna be like 850 houses over the next X number of years. The first step of it is to get the roads done. Housing has issued an RFP for $17 million for this half of it. We still don't know, big huge question mark for all of us still is this half of it up here, specifically from here to here, what the plan is on that. The thing that's being talked about right now is all down here. Yeah.
Right, so the developers can't do that section half on county land. That has to be done by the county unless you give them permission or something to do.
I gotta follow up with that, I'm not sure.
But we just don't have any idea who's taking responsibility for that.
I mean, I'm an acting director, I don't take responsibility. You know, this is my job, but I'll find out for you and I'll let you know.
Great.
I'll give you my number, I'll give you my card and, you know, we'll talk, because.
Great.
But now I don't wanna say something, I don't wanna say something, I don't know.
No, I understand that, I understand
And I
that,
just want to, you know, this is, yeah, all fine.
yeah, I'm
If I
not,
do it, I'll do it.
I'm not leaning on you hard for not knowing today.
Yeah, no,
It's just that, I want you to understand what we need to know. That what we,
I mean, you guys only go one road here, you know, and then you got here the Hulu Road, get the side of Waikoloa Road.
Yeah.
You know, how many people are there?
7,000.
So it just didn't happen overnight. You know, it's this one main, one road didn't happen overnight. You know, so let's fall back and see the developer, when they develop that, when the county accept it, when they even make one more road. You know what I mean? I mean, we can blame all the guys past, but what we do now,
yes,
we have to
exactly,
do something now.
exactly.
And everybody looking at engineers, you know, forget that, it's not about engineers, it's not about blue collar, white collar, it's not about Republican, Democrat, it's about the people. To get it done,
You betcha.
and I'm gonna get it done, I'm gonna find out for you, and I'll let you know,
Thank you,
you
bro.
know?
So we're on.
Yeah, I wanna make sure everything's out.
We have a question over here.
I have a question, going back to Hulu. You were talking about, when you were talking about the markers. So is there regular maintenance to go with, when you're talking about the mowing and, you know, having
Yes.
reflectors in the way? So on a regular basis, they're down there.
They go about a month, you know, once a month, or after every rain, they go down there, just double check the road, and just show good. Oh, what is good is you guys do, you guys let us know,
So,
you know, without you guys being here. You know, telling us, letting us know, updating us, we would never know, we would think the road is good, and I'm not sure if any of our guys live here. You know, the only way we know it rain if we look at the water, we look at the road, we gravel the road, shoot, it rain out here. You know, but without you guys telling us, we'll never know. And communications is always great.
What's
Well, I
the
walk
best,
it every couple months, so I'll tell you if it's exactly.
Thank you.
what's the best way, you know, if we got a big rain or if we hear of something,
Call me.
just call you.
Myself,
Neil.
myself, 937-1636.
Okay.
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
I don't know, I got my number right over here, so, you know, well, else you get a cell number, answer it.
You know, some brave.
You're not hiding from the people.
No. Well, I know, we all know, we all big. But no, I'm here to serve.
Another question that has been raised, totally unrelated to all this stuff. Last year, Steve Pawsey came to the village and said that they had just gotten funding for a large flood study for this whole area. And
But study should be done in, I think, either this end of the month or Thanksgiving.
okay, right on. And then
And
it'll
we're
publish.
checking with them. But what is good too is our GIS. You know, whenever there's a flood happen, we go take pictures. And Michelle, I think she lives in this area. She's the consultant who's doing it. And, you know, I just met her once and I told her, you know, I got pictures of this and I shared it with her. She was happy. It helped them do the job. It helped, you know, and he shows them where the water coming from. And that's why it's a blessing of the GIS we got, because every time we take a picture, it automatically drops there. Exactly the location, everything there, date, time, and easy to follow, you know. So whenever we do any projects, whatever we do, it's all here documented. In case any road get washed out, any bridge get washed out, anything happens, when we bust this out, everything, they, they'll give us all money. You know, so we document everything. Before we didn't have this. That was hard. Looking for paperwork, looking for pictures, asking guys, and nobody take. But now we got this, it helps big time. So I'm happy with the way highways were, you know, highways took this off and we ran with it. And trying to share with all DPW and the whole state, actually, whenever we do a overseer conference statewide. Alright, love to show and tell a little there. And I bust this out, I showed them this, and everybody all excited. So everybody wanna jump on the same program we got. Was one of my jazz person used to run with me, Asia, she didn't build this. She built this and exploded out into, she asked, when I first started, she was working IT and I explained to her what I want, you know, what my vision is, because whenever I'm gone, you know, we just a number here, next person will fit in. But I want to make sure the next person get this and can pass it on, you know, easy for them. You know, not this, I take it home, take it to the baby, you know. You guys paid me for work, so I gotta make sure I do my job and pass it on to the next person. You know, this is what it's about, you know. And the lady Asia, she did a wonderful job building this. Now we have this lady Taylor with me, and she has exploded this whole program. And you know, it's lovely to see everything pops up right in the table. You know, so it's good. You know, sorry, I just went off the subject, but it should be the end of October, November, get everything, and we're gonna put all that. And I think we'll end up doing the county council, put it on county council, so you know, show and tell. But it looks like you wanted to meet, and it's probably gonna be a lot of money. Well, we can do a pinch at a time, to get small things at a time. You know, small, then come to big after, you know. We can't do everything one time, but at least we do a little and slow the water down. And so, you know, whatever they advise us, we look at, they're a consultant, we pay them to do their work. You know, so we make sure that everything's good. Hopefully I answered the question.
Yeah. First we have before.
Yeah.
Anyone else have questions about roads? Infrastructure and public works?
Yeah, just wanted to see that you probably passed on the way in at the corner coming off of Paniolo. They're working, I think it's at the flashing lights.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So-
good.
So that's the first, there's another one is there another one that's going on further north on Paniolo or in more
You
speed
want
control
here,
bumps, or is that?
Yeah. there's one at the intersection of Waikoloa.
Luakua.
Right.
Yes, and then one should be down here, you know, by Hulu Street, Hulu. Yes, Hulu. You know, right by
Evacuation.
Hulu,
Yeah.
and going down the hill is supposed to be
Yeah.
one more.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Like down by the church?
Yes, we're down by the church, it's gonna be a race problem.
As race as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's more traffic calming.
Yeah,
Do you know what the time frame for that is looking like?
the race crosswalk,
Yeah.
as soon as highways finish this peak. Highways does a lot, you know, highways. They cut grass, they clean driveways, clean culverts, pave, cut trees, you know. Any disaster you're looking at, they're doing it.
Wow.
They're delivering sandbags to your neighbors who need it, you know, hopefully nobody needs it, and everything you can think about, highways do it. With a good attitude, you know. And helping other departments. They do a lot, and
We appreciate
all of
you.
them,
We appreciate you.
thank you. But this one thing, you know, Waikoloa is dry. Waikoloa is dry, the landscapers come in, they cut grass, they lower leaves. But remind them to pick up the leaves. Pick up the leaves, don't go into the catch basins or the dry wells. Because the dry wells is catch basin first and the dry well underneath. Then there's a grating on top, you know, between the dry, come down, catch basin, the culvert going to the right or the left, then there's a grating there. But now when they throw the leaves in there, it plugs it up. And the water can go down and go to the culvert, plugs it up too, then it just raises it up. Then we go in there, we find, you suck it up, maybe half moving leaves. Get balls, get cannons, you know, I think the one by the park. I think $50 for the cans we got.
Which one are bad, particularly, you know?
This one right here, got a lot of cans, sorry.
Down by Home
Right here, a lot of cans. Yes.
Well, there's specific spots, like you can
No,
buy it.
it's
or whatever,
just
right?
all over,
Okay.
all over, just pick and choose where, but I don't wanna point out to certain ones. But again, when you see them, they don't wanna, I'm not blaming them for doing it, it's an easy way, boom, we can dump to the next one. Still load the cars and stuff, but the leaf does button up everything.
Yeah.
But we gotta do our job in taking all the culvert, all the driveway wells and stuff. So if you guys see anything happen, just don't confront them, just be nice.
So if this isn't your problem, but it's a fire safety problem, all over the end of Kamakoa, the new Paniolo extension, dirt, where it starts to be dirt road, huge truckloads of yard waste just dumped. I don't know how to stop that. That's just fire waiting to happen there. And again, it's not your problem, but it's
Put up
Hulu,
a sign,
the big giant.
we'll put up a sign, I'll have traffic put up a sign, no dumping of
They,
greenways.
Yeah.
Use now.
oh, even pig carcass, everything dumps on the ends of all these roads. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, there's another thing our guys do too.
Yeah. They have to get that too.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
The donkey hit on the road. They had to get the donkey. Yeah. Oh,
Goats, pick up
Goats.
rubbish, pick
Yeah.
up white goods.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Whatever you can see on the road, on the shoulder,
Yeah.
by the drains, our guys have to get up. And so we're trying to get different equipment, so we don't have to bring two, three equipment one time, to
Right.
make one, grab the trucks, loads itself.
Right.
Loading, trying to make it simple, because now it's hard for the guys going out too.
Yeah.
If they're tired, they're hard all day, and they gotta get a 11 o'clock phone call, hey, we need help, and you can come out, oh, I'm tired,
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, they come out. They come out, they do it because it's a safety issue and take care of. That's why, so my job was see how I can make it better and simple for them, by making sure I get the right equipment for them.
Right.
And so far, we're moving in that direction.
Yeah.
So I know you guys did pull off work on Hulu, we have the temporary lights coming. What other major projects do you see coming for Waikoloa Village that's on your radar?
I mean, I don't think it might be in my time. But I'm looking at connecting to Kauai High Road. There'll be a blessing from Paniolo straight to Kauai
Wouldn't it
High.
be? Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I think what it's 17,
Yeah,
or something.
that would be.
I mean, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
Why would we think small? Why would we think big?
Yeah.
We connect that, we're done. We eliminate a lot of traffic on White Road, on Queen K.
Right.
And it's straight across, straight up to my man.
Right.
Instead went up here. So
Yeah.
it's just, I think it was like maybe 3 miles of the road.
Is that all?
wow,
There's a couple bridges that need to do, but I mean,
Well, it's more than 3 miles,
it's 3 miles, more than 3 miles, let me double check.
more like 13 miles.
13?
Straight up, yeah.
Yes,
Let me check.
it's 3 miles down to Queen K.
3 miles, we get.
And Fire Road is. Yeah, it's 12.
Oh,
are you talking about to here?
oh, sorry.
And the
Sorry.
Paniolo across to Kauai.
Let me check.
I mean,
Here,
what's
they're off, let's see that, like little road, yeah, sorry. I look at this one, so let's see it now, at a point, let's go. Right. Almost 5 miles,
5 times.
Yeah.
Just under
4.94.
Okay.
wow.
That's closer than I thought, but still.
Let's do it.
It's
if you're
not
not
bad.
Yeah.
We're all here for it.
We'll come
Look
up.
at this, looking at, like in the Hilo too, KL,
Yeah.
and then KL.
Right.
KL intersection, Paul
Yeah.
KL Boy intersection, straight up to DKI 21 mile marker.
Yeah.
How far? 21 miles. It's from KL intersection, jumping onto staying back, going up there, there's all state land.
Out front and back, right?
Yeah, so straight up, you make cutoffs to North Penn, making cutoffs to Waikoloa, making cutoffs
Yeah.
to Sound Road, Kalmana, just keep going up, make it simple,
It's all state land.
Yeah, they don't need to be a part of shipment,
Okay.
but they're easy to work with, they're good people. And they see the vision, then we don't need to look at putting the road into a bottleneck. I get excited when it comes roads and how cutting the highway better. It need more money,
Yeah.
but
As always.
you
Yeah.
can do a page at a time,
Always.
Well, what,
pinch to pinch.
speaking of money, what's going on with the 2.5 million that council approved for the road down to Quick? What do you,
Which is from where?
The north end of the village.
from the wastewater treatment
Okay.
plant on down?
Yeah, we're working on something. We're working on something. I don't wanna say anymore, we're working on something, trust me.
Okay.
Working on design? Or what?
We're gonna get something going.
Hey,
We're gonna get something going.
hey, he's
It's
got
on the
light,
agenda.
if he's got lights going in, he's working on something,
Yeah.
the lights are going in already, so. Next meeting.
Next meeting when I get in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
You'll let us know.
Yeah.
As soon as you can let us know, you'll let us
Yes.
know.
yeah, there you go,
Sorry.
that's okay,
I'm excited though.
well,
I'm excited for the whole area.
that's positive.
Yeah, that's the first positive thing we've heard.
Oh, no, so it's coming up later on the agenda, but Bob may talk about that soon. We have like a general idea of what's going on, but the 2.5 million from the county specific, where that investment is gonna go in, is something that we have not heard the specifics of.
Well, but there was multiple funds that our councilman got approved. There was one for the expansion of Paniolo at the school from 2 to 4. And I think that was just initial engineering and planning, like design work. And then it was also the connector road from the village down to King. So
And the
there's-
widening of Paniolo
And the
was in
widening.
there.
That's what I said,
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one is back, so
Oh.
from the school at Hoko to Kamakoa Nui,
Yeah,
that's widening, taking the 2 lane and making it,
Yeah.
Right.
and that's actually
Right.
construction.
and that was.
And then the design was the 2.5 million was the design.
That's the one.
Oh, I mixed it up.
The
Okay.
wide-
For the,
Yeah.
for the road from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
Once
heard?
you see the plans, I'll lay it out.
Yeah.
We'll talk, we get excited. That's it.
Okay.
And,
Just
like,
like-
Ed's a great guy, it's different, and, he sees all I can, so.
Oh, no, yeah, he tells you what he knows and what he can't share,
Yes.
so we'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
Later, so he's fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
And there are CIP discussions going on. They're just not ready to be announced at this present time. But Neil is right. There are CIP discussions going on.
The plan stuff may get excited, we will look at it, we can do this, can do that, and what would be the best place for this road. But the reality is, we need the money to make it work. Get to the 21 mile marker is the best thing if we can do that. That would be perfect, Well, we're working on it, see how we can do it, get maps going, so I have to do that, and. All around. Going aside, we try to see small roads, how we can add one road here, one road there, but making sure we do it safely, okay?
And all the Pohoiki project going on down there too,
Yeah.
Yes.
that's big,
Like, yes,
That
the
is
2 roads going.
I was down there, that's amazing, wow.
Yeah, we opened up a small road for, Nohea and, Leilani.
Oh, yeah.
We can just go around,
Yeah,
and so I say, we just, no problem, let's go.
it's a lot of rock to crush,
Maybe 60 feet of lava,
yeah,
open it up and ice come on easy.
nice,
And so something small, it's small things at a time.
little bit,
Moving in the positive, right
Yeah.
direction.
good job, good job.
Again, it's hard to say no can.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of find a way how we can do it.
But we're all in different pieces of this island tugging at you, and
Yeah.
we want this and they want that, so yeah, it's understand,
Yeah.
we can understand, yeah,
Everybody says,
right,
we try our best to do what we
go everywhere.
what we can.
Do you have a central hub with satellites for the workers, or, 'cause this is a pretty big county? Or do you just,
No, we got all
Yeah.
districts.
okay, so
We got,
everyone has
Yeah,
like its own,
probably 7 districts.
Okay.
Us, or 7 districts.
okay,
And it's the north and south colleges together,
okay,
but later on looking at like building a base yard here in Waikoloa.
Yeah, yeah.
So put a couple guys here stationed there, so easy for them to get.
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
you can be right now, we're gonna go to my man.
Yeah.
You know, drive here is what, half an hour,
Yeah.
it takes time, it's like Kohoa,
yeah,
here, Curtis Town's the base yard. Whenever we get a tree down all the way to up on it, take them hour or 2 hours to
Yeah.
get there first. 1 hour to come in, you gotta wake them up, get them,
Yeah.
you gotta get ready, then with that, they gotta go to pick up the tree. Shoot up to the base yard, go back down, do it, so now we're looking at upper and lower Puna base yard.
Oh, geez.
Let's see how we can make it better for them.
Yeah.
Like Waikoloa would be perfect, right here, get about maybe 4 employees, one EO2, one EO1. EO2 is a equipment operator, EO1 is a grass cutter,
Oh.
labor, and a supervisor. And this will be someone getting more crews in the area, guys come from Paniolo, North Koala help.
How much is me for that? How big is the building?
Small,
Acre?
small place, a warehouse, with. Cheryl is on the equipment stored away, and 2's locked up. And. Not much area need.
You're talking to our councilman about that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean,
Hey,
for-
a lot with the Onyx box,
for response time,
yeah,
Yeah, that's a very good.
anyway, Kona or base yard is all the way up, Kanadio. Like the Shimas. So whenever anything happens, you have to come all the way down, they're all the way
Yeah.
to, she passed the airport, airport all the way to, I think Middle East the cutoff.
Wow.
Yeah, so it
big.
goes from Middle East to Pahala. Then Puna's from Volcano to Kalapana. Hilo's from shipment, from shipment to Hakalau. And Hakalau to Okala, not Hilo,
Yeah.
which is out of Kamakoa, and Kamakoa is from Hakalau to Mudlane. And South Koala is from Mudlane to
Go up.
Bass, Waikoloa. Yeah. So that's the district,
Those are big.
they got a lot of ground they gotta cover.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of people think, we're our highway guys are the face of the county. And sometimes you see them sit in the car and a lot of people think negative.
Oh.
But I just hope and pray that they know what we're doing.
Mhm.
They're not easy. Sometimes we need a break.
Yeah, yeah.
They rest for a while, they eat in the car, the rest of the bars of work. Whenever there's any call out emergencies, I don't have to call them, they're ready to react, they're ready to know.
Good man.
The tsunami, even tsunami roadblocks, we've had short roadblocks. We did all the roadblocks, so we worked with civil defense. When I first started 10 years ago, we were practicing, and always everybody go 1 to 20 or 1 to 10, whatever, how many roadblocks they get in the base yard. So they radio on the radio, roadblock 15 covered. Well, okay. What roadblock 15? What district they got with the radio say this, let's just see how we can, us police get on the same page, we go 1, 2, whatever comes around, so 1 to 185 roadblocks. And we need to make sure with cones, we need to make sure we open gates, making sure we get traffic flowing.
Right.
People wanna get out, people mad, so we just with a smile, just come on, keep going, and doing our best. And for this tsunami, we just finished the plans, everything, we had it ready, but we never really distributed to the whole district, but they know where the roadblocks at. But certain roadblocks, in certain ways, we're gonna put cones,
Mhm.
certain roads are gonna block, so no left turn on the highway, everybody's going straight, making sure everybody clear the way. Cuba, there's 2 lanes coming out from the Silver Street, so from the harbor to Verna's, is 2 lanes coming out. 1 lane coming out the back door, so We gotta figure all that out, we should look, everything works and, open up the gates backside. At 3 o'clock, our gate open, backside to sewer plant road, then at 3:15, airport opened the gate. So the traffic was going, but at the airport where a little confusion because only one lane does let me go. I said, no, open 2 lanes, nobody can go in, get everybody out.
Right.
So when I'm not down there, it's, it's traffic, the backed up was like, I left civil defense at like hour 30 before the first wave would come. So I reached down there by maybe 59 minutes, By the time we reached there, 6 minutes later, the traffic was all clear.
Oh, wow.
Moving 2 lanes, and it was 59 minutes to the first wave, if the first wave would hit. So our main concern is get the cars out before for the hour, and then we can go back, drop back to the base yard. But before we go back to the base yard, the police drops back to us.
Okay.
They relieve us, but I told all the guys going to Steve, making sure officers ready, making sure they got everything they need. Making sure they're safe, they feel good, if they feel good, then you leave.
Right.
Don't sleep, nobody there, we take a family to
Right.
So what we do to is with the roadblocks, we put up numbers. Every roadblock got a number,
Oh.
and every sign where the roadblock is got a number behind the sign. Because with the number, you can remember numbers, you can't remember the street names.
Yeah.
So at the time of an emergency, a lot of people thinking about the family.
Yeah.
They're not thinking about nothing else.
Yeah.
Like making sure their families are safe, good and stuff, so. Boom, you going in, let's go. Me and that, let's go. So he's with me, I'm the highway guy, he's for the state highways. Always gotta get a county highway guys in the car. They didn't know how to use the radio. So they partner up, always 2 guys in the car, always partner system. I don't wanna leave nobody alone.
Good.
Then once we get to the site, we call radio in and we talk on the radio, we set up a barricade and in the middle of the roadblock, in the middle of the road, get a hole in the road. We drill a hole, we drop the flag in. Instead of carrying 3 stuffs, carrying the wood, carrying the weight for knocking down, just put one stuff right in and drop it in. So the type of gold is poof, gone. I wanna make it safe and fast, so no team can just react. Yeah, so there's a lot that highway guys do.
We don't even know.
Yeah. Like great guys, sorry, but also.
That's interesting. You see how most of them on the side works.
It's fascinating, yeah.
And highways won the low, this year.
Oh,
This is the first year, Mayor Alameda. And he just, ever, he came up with that award,
oh,
and he gave it to DPW Highways Division. So that's actually, everybody first responders, everybody think about police fire.
Right.
Nobody think about highway.
no.
That's,
Yeah.
but who's it goes to guys?
Right.
Highways. Police always call on us, but we still respect them for what they do, which we help there.
Sure.
We never leave them alone, and they're always watching over us, they take care of us. So plenty of times,
Wow.
I just wanna make sure that everybody know that highway guys are, they're guys too, and they're
Yeah.
first responders.
We didn't know this stuff. This is good.
That's great.
Really good.
Part
Really
of
good.
emergency management.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're the guys.
Everybody there is,
that hat too.
Yeah, you're behind the scenes. We didn't even know you're there.
is going to show up in EOC, everybody.
Nice.
I came back 4 years ago, when I came back. This was the part where I fire and started.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And I got back, so I come back to work.
Wow.
I came back to work, boom, then the fire happened again. Got into facility defense to tell me so we thank you, but
Wow.
it's just. Feels good when you be. Helpful.
Yeah.
And making sure you do the right decision.
Good job.
And not on the right decision, make sure nobody gets hurt and making sure all guys go home. And everybody go home, so I'm making sure all guys do nothing crazy.
Wow.
You don't know which way we can roll, the crow which way to fly and turn.
Safety first.
Um,
Thank you.
Neil, if I could ask you to back up for just a second, if you were to put a base yard, if there was a base yard down here of some sort, about how much space do you think you'd need?
About an acre. Acre is plenty good. You're just looking at a warehouse. With a small office, the warehouse and stuff we can store.
How big does that warehouse need to be? How big does the warehouse need to be? Approximately.
Maybe 30 by 60. Not a real big one, just enough to store our barricades, store our sandbags.
I mean, do you have any trucks stored there?
Yeah, yes,
Trucks?
And would you staff someone full-time down here?
yes, with staff,
One or two?
4 guys.
Four?
There'll be a supervisor, a laborer, EO1 is a grass cutter. And EO2, which is an equipment operator, you can drive a truck, everything, so that way we're already can respond here. We got everything we need here. You know,
Thank you.
I get that, the photo one, the separations, you know, but this one I would not. Move from my new base yard, make a whole new base yard.
Right.
You know, just the manpower already 1 minute to see now, you know, you can get all the way to DKI. On Saturday roads.
Yeah.
They improved the. DKI on Saturday road,
Okay.
they improved the culverts, the 1 lane, remember? The 1 lane road, the culvert crossing, but now it's 2 lanes. Yeah, so they improved that about 2 years ago, I think. It's easier, don't even worry, you know.
Just for the dead animal removal, God bless you guys over here.
Yeah.
That alone, helped out a lot. Your shop isn't in charge of the upper highway, that's a state highway?
The state highways,
Okay.
180, 190.
Yeah.
190 state highway, 90 state highway, so the main road is state highways.
Okay.
And this that area in between any off-road that is Tommy's.
That center line is off in the middle. And I gotta yell at someone over state, cause it's pretty tight when you're on the Mackay side and you're heading up to Saddle.
It could be good to have the freeway up along with each one, everyone's going to take wide. Yeah, but it's still staying between the lines, you get right.
Any other questions for acting director? Everybody? Awesome. Well, Neil, we're gonna have our standard meeting now. Thank you so much for coming. You're welcome
You
to
can
stay.
stick around and listen to what we
Top
say.
story, or we understand you have probably a long drive ahead of you, but I'm gonna do a write-up basically of everything we learned and put it on our website. Just to recap for all the people who weren't able to be here. But yeah, we just want to say thank you so much for coming.
I'm excited for Waikoloa. Guys, what is traffic lane coming up, you know?
Yeah.
I just hope and pray that everybody's into that too, you know, until the roadblock the roundabout happens.
Yeah.
How can they?
Yeah, it's a big roundabout, 2 lanes, you know.
Yeah, but it's gonna be
And one
here.
day it's gonna happen or not.
Yeah, right now is,
I'm waiting for it.
no, that's so good. Thank you,
Anything-
thank you.
People complaining, the roundabouts coming in, the traffic lights go. That might actually.
Yeah, that might actually
But
happen.
that's not a thing we need to deal with for a while.
I want to do something here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need it.
The intersection is.
thank you.
Yeah, our 4 lanes coming in, 2 lanes going out, or 3 lanes going out, yeah.
Yeah, cause it's straight right out.
Yeah.
3 lanes, 2 lanes going in. And, you know.
And then
It's gonna get
across,
worse.
and then one more turning, yeah, it's
A
wild.
lot of lanes.
And,
Yeah, convoys happen and the trucks go up and down, or just.
Yeah, I was
and,
actually, we here, we did 2 subdivisions here with that.
and busy times, you can sit there a long time waiting, you know? When the resorts get off,
Going east, right-hand lane is blocked off. Why is that? I mean, a lot of people turn right there, go to the post office. And that is narrowed down to 1 lane, it should be 2 lanes.
Going, coming.
which,
Coming east,
Yeah.
on Waikoloa,
Yes.
the right-hand lane is blocked off for the last 300 feet.
Yeah, cause you need.
And so all the traffic is narrowed to 1
Straight.
I think it's because of the.
yes, you're right.
And a left turn, you know, it's a finding,
Right.
all these guys waiting, trying to turn left into Waikoloa.
Well, that's a whole separate thing. The left-hand turn lane is fine. What I'm saying is the right-hand turn lane is blocked off. And a lot of people turn right there.
Okay.
But instead of having a right turn lane, they're forced to stay in the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
track.
This right here.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
That third right, yeah.
It is wide, that's a good point, I never really thought.
That should be opened up for right-hand traffic and marked for right-hand turn.
Which one, this one?
Yeah.
This is-
That, right, the shoulder, yeah, right there.
It's
There's
pavement.
There's a bus stop there, though. Right. There's a bus stop.
The
The
bus
bus
stop
And the bus
is
stop's
up here.
across.
Here,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, bus stop's right across the intersection.
I'll find out tomorrow.
Make a
I'll
right.
find out tomorrow morning. That'll be a
They're
safety
standing
reason.
next to straight away, getting.
Well, this all just be related to the land for the roundabout, because they're gonna cut in there.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure, I think more it's about a safety issue. Yeah, I think the guys gonna see this right. So I think, you know, I'll find out more tomorrow, but the only reason why I do that is the safety.
You couldn't tell me.
You know, sometimes you think about, yeah, that was more nonsense, but now it's about why you heard now. You guys gonna come on and stuff, you know, so I'll follow up tomorrow.
Okay,
Great.
thank you.
Well, one other question.
No,
The developers submitted, who are working on the connection to Queen K. Emergency Road, the developer had submitted applications for excavation permits a year ago, this month. And they're in your department.
This is another,
Yeah, not a guy, yeah,
What's the status of those permits? The developers are using that as an excuse for not doing
yeah,
it.
they just gotta do, make sure they get all the paperwork correct. They do all the paperwork correct, we move forward, so they're waiting for the paperwork.
So what are you asking them for? They're not giving
There's
it?
a lot of paperwork, the main thing, the paperwork is in line. The paperwork is in line, we're all doing that. You know, so we're just double checking with that, making sure everything falls into place, you need to make sure you get to C, not A and C, you know, making sure everything's correct, the lines dotted, so. We cover everything, I don't wanna hurt nobody, I don't wanna do something where it's gonna backfire on anybody. So we wanna make sure we do what we want to do for the year.
Is that a standard amount of time to wait for permits like that? Like
Days.
a year or more?
But depending on if they want to do the paperwork.
Okay.
You know, if you do the paperwork and get everything squared away, it's fine. You know, so if you don't do the paperwork, you jump, you know. Then it's gonna be hard, then you gotta connect the lines, you know. I mean. Like, even at buildings now, you know, buildings, it's every 23 days you get permit. You know, why? Be people happy.
Yeah.
People happy the way they get treated. The rough is happy the way they get treated, they're happy that somebody is telling them thank you, they appreciate what you do. And they're happy, people come in from Maui, come inside to meet with us. And they're blown away by how happy the people, how happy the county workers are. They say you need to go to Maui, teach them some of that, you know what I mean, but I said no, Maui's good too, my main thing is. Treat people like how you like be treated.
Yeah.
Take care of people. And it doesn't matter if I got something against Matt, I got something against Matt, who cares? Forget about it. And life goes on, man, you're right, let's go. You know, so you know what I mean?
Right,
A lot of people hold things back, hold things against people.
yeah.
And a lot of people think they're better than anybody, you're not better than nobody, it's just the same. You know, all the workers are in there, what are they working for? To support the family. They need to put food on the table. They need to pay the rent, pay the mortgage, pay whatever they need. You know, so am I trying to cut that out? No. Trying to help them. Help the guy, but remember, your partner needs to work too.
Okay.
You need to work too, you need to help. So maybe you're tired today. It's fine. You know, I was coming in today, or it's gonna be one day you're gonna get tired. One day your body will be sore. And you're hoping they cover you. There's issues at home, you know, everybody gets different things at home. And don't hold it against them. It is what it is, just pray for them, get them better, and let's go. Work together, get it done. You know? That's how I feel, you know, and I'm there again for one, I'm there for all. I want to help all, you know, they don't know how, even like highways, they don't know how to do the job, I'm going out there and going to help them. But not only my way. Matt's way too. You know, they got good in them, everybody got good, everybody got bad. But I'm not getting a good way of doing that, I got a good way, let's put it together and finish it. That he's happy, I'm happy, we're part of it. That's what it gotta be, you know?
Yeah.
It's not my way only, it's not. And it's not what I do. I get paid for what I do and I enjoy it. People pay me.
Well, we're really grateful that you came down, talked to us. Come down to Waikoloa Village. It's honestly a privilege whenever people come down and actually come here, talk to us, meet with us. So we're grateful for your time. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, let's move on to our regular. You guys grab one, and Neil, like I said, you feel free to go. We're not offended,
Grab whichever.
but you gotta take some limes if you go.
It's required.
It's required.
Required.
It costs to leave.
Yeah, can't get out.
I think one gonna keep a fella on the table.
I gotta grab. Okay, so the first item was to talk about the new Hulu pull-offs, which I feel like Neil already covered, but Mac did a drone video of it, we shared it out. So just excited about that. I know it's not a second road, but it's an improvement that we need and that happened, and so I was pretty excited.
Yeah.
When that happened, I don't think they have to cover that.
No, I think that's sufficient. We understand there's 3 or 4, we'll get
And we have
confirmation.
some organizational updates. We have been working on fundraising efforts. And we did get a very large donation from a private donor. We're super excited about it. Absolutely no plans on what we will do with that money just yet. But we're just thrilled to have the support and the legitimacy behind.
There will be an announcement publicly really soon. We'll talk about it a
Yeah,
little
we
bit
really
more.
have to do like a press release when you get big donations.
It's $20,000. So that single person. It's very exciting and it's enough to really sustain and grow the organization. So there will be more to come as that goes on. So we're very fortunate, very excited and grateful for that. The other thing that happened this past month is we have a new website. As Lynn has worked very hard on rebranding our website and tightening it up. So now we officially have wildfiresafetyadvocates.org and we have email addresses at wildfiresafetyadvocates.org and there's a blog on the website and a store and it looks lovely. So go check it out.
Yeah.
And that was tied to the last one. I was pushing her quite hard to update our website because we had 2 grant applications due this past month. One on September 18th and the other one was due on September 19th. And we submitted for both of them. One of them was in partnership with the U.S. Forest Service and University of California, San Diego's and Scripps Center of Oceanography. Both of them were related to this drone concept that we have of getting a very high-end agriculture focused drone with a multispectral camera on it to go fly over all of the grassland and monitor the invasive grass load to determine where the fire risk is the worst. And where mitigation will be most impactful on it. So this first one was submitted through the U.S. Forest Service Joint Fire Science Program. And the second one was through the National Geographic Society. They had an RFP specifically for it. And I really wanted a new website when we could go on those so that it would look all fancy and shiny for the applicants. And we should hear about those probably by like December-ish. And it's very grateful. The other part of the grant application thing that I wanted to highlight is we got an incredible amount of support from elected officials and sitting government officials. We got a letter of support from the new state fire marshal, Tori Booth gave me one. Chief Todd gave us one. All of the electeds at the county and state level, not the governor, but we got State Senator Tim Richards, Representative Harness, Councilmember Hustis. And we also got Dry Forest Preserve, Big Island Invasive Species Committee. We got a lot of support. I was very grateful as they all came in because it's so wonderful to see all of these people supporting our concepts and ideas. And we should hopefully know by December whether those have come through. But we've been very busy in the background doing that stuff over the last month. So please check that out. So that's it was all there. And then old-ish business being re-brought up. there's stuff going on for the second road. There are conversations happening for sure. We don't have anything confirmed yet. So we are gonna go and discuss on any rumors that are going around right now. Hopefully there will be more specific stuff by next week, I would hope, based upon the things that we have seen and talked about. But Bob and I have been emailing with Ed Sniffen, over this past week. And it seems like a serious fire has been lit in the States, behind all this whole thing. And they are moving, with urgency on a emergency only road right now, that will be up there, the Kamakoa area. And Director Sniffen seems to think that he can finish this by the end of the year. I haven't seen any signed contracts that will verify that that's going to happen, but he did say in email to the two of us that it was gonna be done by the end of the year. We'll see. Do you wanna add more onto this, Bob? How do you wanna talk about
Probably
this?
really good.
More than sufficient for this.
Stop.
You know, when I don't know, for everyone who's been here since day one, transparency, right? Like, we're all about transparency. I feel like for 20 years, people have talked about a second road, and we spent the first 6 months of us as an organization looking for documents and for contracts. So we're huge on transparency. That being said, lessons learned in the past nearly 2 years, people will hear something that's not confirmed and run with it, which is why we don't want to be discussing rumors. So kind of trying to find that balance of wanting to share as much as we can about any progress on a much needed second road, but also never wanting to be the source of misinformation in the community. So that's sort of why we're taking this, I'd say, a little more conservative stance on talking about anything. As soon as something's written down in concrete, signed even, we will be the first ones, I think, shouting it out.
Well, I
Thank
think, I think we can be really appreciative that the director of HDOT has got this high on his agenda. And that he's telling us that it's his priority to get it done. Now, we have questions about what that means. And those questions we don't have answers to. So we have a good reason, as you suggest, to not feel like it's a done deal. And we don't want to sell it like it's just gonna happen. Because we don't know. But at least we know that he's got it high on his agenda, which is really important to us because somebody is paying attention and trying to get it done. And that's one of the reasons why I asked Neil the question earlier about the second part of the county road piece to this. Because the state is saying they're gonna take care of the emergency road section, which starts at the sewage treatment plant and runs down to Queen K. But that potentially leaves us with a gap between where the county has already issued a contract to put in the streets for the housing. And the section that goes on down to the sewage treatment plant, that's county land. And that's county streets. And right now, we don't have anybody saying that's our piece of the puzzle, we're gonna get it done. So we're asking those kind of questions. And it's important for, I think, our members to understand what some of the unanswered questions are. And so that's a big piece of it.
So I mean, hopefully at our November meeting, hopefully we'll have something a little more concrete to share. I'm excited for December meeting.
Hopefully it's not the December meeting if we're gonna hit the timeline he wants to hit.
No, and I'm really thankful
Yeah,
that
so-
Neil is saying he'll look into that.
Yes, that is important. We want the left hand and the right hand to meet is shit, right? We
Yeah.
don't want them to miss each other and be like, oh no, that's a problem.
I just emailed myself,
Alright.
so at least when I go in tomorrow morning and boom, it pops up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so you've got a good understanding of the question now.
Yeah.
So that's accomplishing something, Bill.
So I think until we have some updates there, our agenda in the second, or updates in the second row will be a little bit light. We're obviously continuing a lot of our other efforts, interior lot work we're pushing for. We have some really exciting ideas on things we could do with some of the interior lots. But, you know, it has to be done in conjunction with the association. But yeah, I think that that's it. We don't have a guest speaker for our November meeting, but we do have our council member confirmed for our December meeting. Giving sort of whatever updates he has, end of the year recap, that type of thing. And then from last year, we had a pretty light December meeting. We had some pizza and snacks, so it'll probably be more of like an end of the year kind of talk story. We will not be at the community market in November, but we will be at the December Waikoloa Community Market. And I mean, that was all that I had on the agenda. And if anyone else has questions, yeah.
No, I would just say as a small group, we can pass on it. I don't have the specific date, which is a reminder, Team Rubicon is
Oh yeah.
slated to be coming in, doing some more work as they had done a year ago, May. So to the extent that you see them as a community member, again, from this group, you know, not specifically from this group, but just as community members, if you see them out and about or you hear a request, you know, dropping off food, beverages, or just a thanks to the crew, the gray shirts around. If you're at the grocery store and you see them, that's what they're there for, and here helping us. So just to post that out there and talk to your neighbors about it and thank them for showing up. So Team Rubicon, so a lot of it, I don't know the full history, but they're volunteers. A lot of it is retired military, and they travel around and will take on a project. And sometimes it's emergency, you know, rescue after a disaster that they help, you know, mobilize and do things. For us, what they're coming in and mobilizing is doing some additional clearing of the fire breaks and the cutting down the trees, like that gulch that we pass as you go down Paniolo. Past on hill.
Oh, right.
That they cleared all that out. And so there's a group, they come in, they're on island as well as they're coming from, you know, from the continent. And they just kind of mobilized for a week or so.
It's like 2 weeks.
2 weeks to 10 days. I was gonna say a week and 2 days. And they, you know, so they're here, they're working hard, they're out there. Like the road, the DPW guys are out there in the heat and doing it, but just to pass it on, if you see them, they are identifiable by the gray shirts. It's a
Team Rubicon.
I just haven't seen
Do
them.
they need places to stay or is that covered?
You know, they've got that already.
They've done it to resorts.
Resorts.
They went,
Yeah.
oh, they did, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, they said it's, I mean, it's nice that the resorts are putting them up.
good,
They
okay.
end up putting cots in their conference room, so it's not that they're, some of them, I'm sure, but some, you know, they're.
Some of them are really local, like Dean is the gray shirt, right?
Yeah.
Like Shell Richardson volunteers,
Yeah.
like Shell, they all,
Yeah.
there's people that are in the community.
Okay,
They
okay.
coordinate.
Like people as sort of
Yeah.
closet area.
Oh, okay, okay.
Anyway, just, point to be looking for them
Yeah.
and thanking them and supporting
Yeah,
it.
Thank you, yes.
Also,
Interesting.
sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
I just said interesting. I just Googled it on my phone.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
Also, if anybody has any free time, Matt and Aslan end up working the market booth quite a bit. And so if anybody has any free time for the December market, it's great to meet a lot of people there, but you're also at the market, so you can take a break and do a little bed shopping or whatever. But it would really be helpful if they could get some backup and not have to always work at them themselves, because then they call us as well. So, but it would be nice if anyone has some free time, and you don't have to do a long time. You could just come and do an hour, and then someone else could do an hour.
What if
So-
you feel like you don't know how to answer the questions?
Well, I think two things on that, you know.
I'll take your name.
That's exactly right. That's what it's.
Okay.
And we, you know, then we can respond to
Okay,
it full
good.
and more detail, and that's a really good question.
Okay.
And tell people a little bit about the organization. We probably have a one pager that we could print for people who, you know, don't work it a lot
Yeah,
and
that's
would be
good.
able to help. But I think especially with it being the December market, they have a family.
Right.
It would be nice if they didn't have to always work on it.
Good to know.
And you've been here at the meeting, so it's just what the group's about, just getting
all the
people.
questions.
That's
So
good.
the market see.
Questions.
I'll just
Yeah.
pull up
Just
the
sit
chair.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had to split up because we had a birthday party, a 5-year-old birthday party, so that's why I was there by myself.
There was an empty chair next to you, yeah. I should have sat down and let you take a break, I'm sorry.
That's
Okay, well-
Thank you guys so much. We have a new website. We'll be using it a lot more to send out meeting notices. And like I said, I'm gonna do a recap of our time meal and everything that's shared. And put it up on the website and share it out. Thank you you guys.
And the other thing I'll say is, we are so happy to have Paniolo Estates with us.
Oh my God.
We get, we get a lot of the WVA people, and that's, wonderful. We're in a WVA room, but we don't always get all of you, and it really means a lot to us that you're so supportive and that you come and help. And we would just ask one more favor, and that be that you tell others and ask them to get involved.
Right.
Yes.
You've done a great job by bringing someone in. I appreciate it.
Yes. We're grateful.
She's got a lot of Keawe in the back of our, the empty lot goes around all our houses. The county owns an empty lot in Paniolo Estates that is just
Yeah,
fire, so.
Oh, so,
Go to the map, I'll show you. This is the thing that we're talking, that we really would love to turn it into like a report or something. Up further.
Yeah, right.
This little skirt.
Kapuna Kai.
in there?
Just a
There's-
few-
Keawe's, there's lots of weeds, but I think what I've heard is when they developed Paniolo Estates, they scraped everything there, so it's pretty unstable.
Isn't drainage there too?
Yes, drainage too, yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of
Really
nothing
rocky.
right now.
It's,
And-
yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot of scraped off, I
And
think.
there's a Keawe tree behind my property, but it's on county, cause I, went on to the web, the county website for land and stuff. And I like to cut it down. So, I mean, I didn't know if there was anything to stop me.
Cause I think.
For fire purposes, because, yeah, it's getting too tall now, and through the years, we've trimmed it, but now it's just, we've kind of ignored it, and now it's kind of to the point where we don't wanna,
We'll take a look at it.
oh,
Probably, I'll see how tomorrow looking for my day.
What?
Maybe that was about tomorrow.
You come to every meeting. We're gonna invite you back.
Everybody feels the best one. He's a
Well-
fan of action.
Yes, we.